Uh,
Big ball, fat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, fat.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Man, you guys already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Click that notification bell so you could get notified when I upload. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. And new WBO champion of the world, Isa Pitbull Cruz. And new champion of the world, Sebastian Fundora. What a night in boxing on the first PBC Amazon Prime pay-per-view event. What fights, man? Great fights, man. Great fights. Some stunners. Like I said, man, Isa Pitbull Cruz, Rolly Romero. It was a lot of trash talking coming from Rolly and his camp. And Pitbull came out and said, man, I'm going to shut that man's mouth up, and right from the get-go, first bell, first round, Pitbull Cruz was in attack mode, tight defense, walking forward, had no fear of Rolly's power, hit him with a counter left hook that buzzed the heck out of Rolly. And it just seemed like Rolly, man, didn't really recover from that in that first round blow. We all know Pitbull has that nickname for a reason. Pitbull, is coming to fight. He's throwing a lot of wild shots. He's throwing some calculated shots. I think he could have did a little bit more body work, but the body punches that he was throwing, they were very effective. Rolly was fighting a lot off his back foot, which he is, from his fights that I have watched, he mainly is accustomed to trying to come forward and fight, to be the one applying the pressure, but the pressure was being applied to him, and he's no boxer like a Gervonta Davis or maybe like a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson that knows how to navigate the ring and set up, certain things. He's a straight up and down fighter, no special effects at all. And it showed. Pitbull Cruz exposed Rolly Romero. 7th round, they could have stopped the fight in the 7th round, let's be honest. I mean, Rolly was out on his legs. I don't know how he was able to survive that round in particular. The ref gave him one more opportunity, to try to gather himself together, to try to make some type of comeback. I don't see where that judge had Rolly Romero up on the card. 2 was in favor of Pitbull Cruz, but then there were one judge that had Rolly up on the cards, which, like I said, I don't see how that was possible. But Pitbull Cruz finished the deal in the 8th round, and shout out to Viva Mexico. Pitbull Cruz represented his country in the right fashion and took down the loudmouth Rolly Romero. Hopefully this experience humbles him. You would have think that he would have been a little bit humble when he lost to Tank. Even old man, can't remember his name right offhand. You got to think his last 3 bouts, man, he pretty much lost. They gave him a gift in that prior fight, but no gifts tonight, man, as Pitbull Cruz is now a champion at 140. Look forward to see who Pitbull Cruz matches himself up with. I know he said in the post-interview that he looking to fight the big fights. He looking to fight the Devin Haney's, a la getting a rematch with Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson or whomever at the 140-pound division. It's a loaded division now, and there are plenty of good matches available, and now he has something to bring to the table by having a belt. So we shall see. Now, the main event, Tim Tszyu, who was supposed to have a showdown with Keith No Time Thurman, right, in the ring, which I think that would have been a heck of a fight. Tim Tszyu had to fight on a 12-day notice Sebastian Fundora, the towering, 6'6" southpaw, skinny frame, long arm, 80-inch reach fighter, right? And something interesting happened in the second round of that fight, which changed the dynamic of the whole fight. I mean, Tim Tszyu was ducking his head as he was doing pretty much a lot of the fight, but he had ran into Fundora's elbow, which provided a huge gash on the top of Tim Tszyu's head, which was bleeding profusely throughout the night. But Tim Tszyu had caught Fundora with I want to say it was a left or a right hand straight up the pipe that actually broke Fundora's nose, and his mouth was busted up. So he was bleeding. It was a bloodbath, really gladiator type of stuff. The ref was thinking about, he stopped the fight a few times, communicated with the doctor to see if Tszyu can continue on. Tszyu said he was willing to continue on. The doctors agreed and said that he could continue on fighting, and which he did. You gotta tip your hat off to Tim Tszyu, heart of a champion. He showed true character, true grit to be able to continue with that fight. But we all know he was the favorite in that fight, 24-0, 17 knockouts. As a champion, taking on a guy that had just got knocked out by Brian Mendoza, lost his first fight. But Fundora had a plan, and he said that it was going to be basic, which is stick to his basic fundamentals, use his reach, set up some 1-2s, and if they get in tight, that he can let some punches go. He took some big shots from Tim Tszyu, but you could tell throughout the fight, the vision probably was impaired by the blood, but no excuses. Just like Tim Tszyu said, there's no excuses to be made. Fundora fought a hell of a fight. I mean, no one got floored. Yes, there was some buzzing going on in the ring, but Fundora, work rate, I want to say he was up into the 700s, close to 800 punches thrown. He landed a significant amount of punches, and it was a split draw. You had one in favor of Fundora, 116-112, and one in favor of Tim Tszyu, 116-112. But the judges got it right on this fight, and Fundora is now the new unified champion at 154. Like I said, I think he put on a heck of a performance. The lead jab was there all night, was keeping Tim at bay. Tim was finding ways to get on the inside and get off some good shots. I seen a few body punches there, leading with the body. Obviously some over the top, punches as well that were landing. But it just wasn't enough for Tim Tszyu. The type of night that Tim Tszyu had, I don't know if Thurman would have had the same philosophy. Philosophy as far as using the jab and keeping Tszyu at bay. But I think, it must have had something to do with the injury, because I think Keith Thurman would have had a legitimate. I already thought he had a legitimate shot in the first place, but it seemed like Tszyu was just off, or maybe we was too high on Tim Tszyu and thinking that he was going to be that one. Still a hell of a fighter. Fundora had a plan, and he executed that plan, and now he's champion. Interesting to see Errol, the True Spence Jr., hop in the ring. Said he wanted to, vocally said that he wanted to fight the winner. Some think that should go to Terrence Bud Crawford, considering what Bud has done at the 147-pound division. And, you know, he was looking forward to moving up, already in talks with Zoo, trying to schedule a fight. Zoo said that it doesn't matter, even though he doesn't have the belts anymore. But if you're looking for a good scrap, he willing to fight Terrence, he willing to fight Earl, he willing to fight whoever. But right now, we all know what matters is the belts, and Fundora holds those belts. Earl made it known that he want to smoke with him. You can see them dapping each other up, taking pictures with Fundora's dad and Fundora. And that looks like a possibility. If they are able to, you know, hit the negotiating table and get that, I think that'll be a big move for Fundora. It will be a bigger fight. We all know that Earl Spence Troop, Earl carries a big crowd, and he hasn't fought since the loss of Terrence Bud Crawford. So, you know, as far as attraction-wise, pay-per-view-wise, I think that'll be a big move for Fundora to fight Earl Spence Jr. But Terrence Bud Crawford deserved that opportunity, and it seems like that they passing him by once again. Hopefully he can get a big-time fight, maybe fight Charlo or someone within that 154-pound, or if he can make 147 to go down and make a big fight with Boots. I still think people will pay to see that. I would pay to see that. But right now, shout out to Sebastian Fundora on his victory. And Pitbull Cruz, man. What's y'all thoughts and comments on a heck of a night on pay-per-view, Amazon Prime, PBC? It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Until the next time.